Bring out the bold.
Find everything you need to feel right at home. Shop the home sale now. Kohl's.
Haley, just breathe. She can't eat, she's not sleeping. What is ripping her apart?
I don't think you know the woman you're sleeping next to.
She had sex with 3 different men. There was no rape. Slow the roll.
Slow the roll?
There's no case here.
He's still out there.
Just to be clear, I won't turn my back on any victim.
SVU, Thursday on NBC.
Later, Jimmy Fallon welcomes Anthony Anderson. NBC Tonight.
Lithia Subaru of Fresno. Subaru, confidence in motion. KSEE 24 News begins with your forecast first from your local weather authority.
I'm Chief Meteorologist AJ Fox, and the air quality warning, that's all gone now. We can finally see the downtown area and the big Fresno Fair reasonably well. Current air quality has improved. Spot of unhealthy air around Madera County, but look at all the good air quality intruding into the valley, and then otherwise moderate in most of Tulare County. The satellite picture from earlier today shows most of the cloudiness was in Northern California and the northern part of the valley, and that means we got reasonably warm. We're at 68 degrees outside right now in Fresno, same in Hanford, 65 in Madera, 66 in Visalia tomorrow. Partly cloudy skies, 79 will be the high. There's your showers. They'll be light, but they'll be there on Friday. And then clearing skies for the weekend and getting back into the mid-70s. I'll have your complete forecast coming up. KSEE 24 News at 11 starts right now.
Local news that matters. This is KSEE 24 News at 11.
It's one thing to put a mask on a kid. It's another thing to stick a needle in their arm.
Clovis Unified parents, along with some school board members, firing back at the governor's new COVID vaccine mandate for students. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alexander Balaki, and Stephanie has the night off. The governor's push to get students vaccinated is receiving lots of pushback here in the Central Valley. Tonight, Clovis Unified holding its first board meeting since Newsom's announcement with the latest vaccine mandate. That mandate says all students grades 7 through 12 must be fully vaccinated against COVID-19 once the vaccines are fully approved by the FDA for those 12 and older. Adrian Thomas live in studio tonight with more on this hot button issue. Adrian.
Yeah, Alex, the governor's office says this mandate will take effect FDA time first. Officials within Clovis Unified shook the education landscape this summer when they voted against the governor's mask mandate. But based on tonight's meeting, the board is taking a more reserved approach.
I am 150% against mandating vaccines.
Parents voicing their concerns over vaccine mandates for students. A much different scene Wednesday night than earlier this summer when Clovis Unified was the scene of a tense debate over masks in schools. The board's president still making his position very clear.
It's one thing to put a mask on a kid. It's another thing to stick a needle in their arm, and because you can't take that out. I am very concerned about, forcing any child or any parent to vaccinate their kids.
Other Clovis Unified officials taking a deeper look into this latest mandate. If there could be any exemptions.
We have not and are still seeking clarification on what those exemptions would look like, what constitutes certain exemptions, and how those would be achieved.
Clovis Unified superintendent also urging the board to get as much information as possible from the state about this latest mandate.
It's very early in the process. To seek that clarification and provide it to you so that you have all the information.
Now, the governor's office is also urging school districts to enact similar mandates before the statewide one would take effect. Live in studio, Adrian Thomas, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Adrian, thank you. Well, the first day of the Big Fresno Fair now in the books as hundreds of thousands of visitors are expected to roll through during the next couple of weeks. Now, last year, the pandemic turned the event into a drive-through only experience, but the food, the fun, the rides, and the horse races are all back. Our AJ Cotto with more on opening day.
Well, everyone I talked to was so happy to be back, and organizers say that they worked with the Department of Health to make this event as safe as possible. The Big Fresno Fair drawing a crowd its opening day. The sights.
Welcome to the fair. My name's Cornelius.
Sounds. And smells are back.
Feels so good to have people come up. We've already had several regular customers come up, and they're so happy to get our food again.
Kara Moe from the Sleek Greek was there for the drive-through event in 2020 after COVID-19 squashed any hopes of an in-person fair. She says interacting with customers again is the best part of being back.
The vibe is here. The energy is here.
Organizers say this year will look like years past, but they are asking people to wear masks at indoor exhibits and are recommending them outdoors. They're also taking safety measures such as sanitizing rides and daily health screenings for people working the fair. Stacey Rianda says every year is exciting, but this one feels extra special for staff and vendors.
They've all waited so long. I mean, this is like 2 years in the making. Definitely. Everyone is definitely ready to put their best foot forward.
And while Mo says most people cannot even pronounce what she's serving up,
Gyros, silent Jeep.
She's just happy to be back at it.
Gyros, gyros, we've gotten griots. $12, you can have it however you'd like.
Organizers do anticipate about 600,000 visitors, and they say that the fair does run until 11, except for Fridays and Saturdays when it goes until midnight. In Fresno, AJ Cotto, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
And again, for more on the Big Fresno Fair and all the events that are going on for the next couple of weeks, all you have to do is go to our website, yourcentralvalley.com. Well, in Tulare County, the K&P complex fire inside Sequoia National Park has now burned 84,000 plus acres and is only 11% contained. Almost 2,000 personnel continue. Not too far away in Sequoia National Forest, the Windy Fire, over 97,000 acres burned, but this is now 75% contained. Over 1,400 personnel are working this fire. Californians were urged to ride their bikes, take the bus, and limit activities that create air pollution, all part of the air quality is starting to improve just a bit as the smoke moves out. The Central Valley continues to have the worst air quality in the country. Our Kirsten Mitchell talked with some experts tonight on how we can help make a difference.
Blue skies over Fresno, a refreshing sight on Clean Air Day.
A lot of patients who never had any problems.
Air pollution triggers asthma and other respiratory issues. According to data from the Population Reference Bureau, Tulare and Kings County have the highest percentage of children diagnosed with asthma. Tulare at 32.7% and Kings at 20%. Much higher than the state's 14.3%.
Proper diagnosis is very important, and once the proper diagnosis is made, then make sure that you get appropriate medical help.
Those at risk, the young, the old, and the vulnerable. Research by the Environmental Protection Agency shows communities of color are more exposed to particulate matter based on where they live or work. It's not all gloom and doom.
Overall outlook for the San Joaquin Valley is very positive.
While more needs to be done, Dr. Boz and Heather Heinz with Valley Air District agree in the valley on the local, state, and federal level.
We're 30 years into policy and decisions and funding that has helped, billions of dollars come through the valley to invest in clean air technology, to help businesses and residents reduce their emission output.
Until then, you can protect yourself by staying indoors in a filtered air environment, change the filters often, and wear an N95 mask. In Fresno, Kirsten Mitchell, KSEE 24, local news that matters.
Developing tonight, another hit-and-run incident in Fresno. Officers say Pleasant. The victim, a woman in her 50s, struck as she was leaving a family gathering. She was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. She told officers that a woman in her 30s who was driving a red SUV struck her and then drove off. Investigators are confident that they will be able to identify. Continue to investigate an alleged incident involving a male student in a locker room at the Clovis West High School campus. Now, because the school is in Fresno and not Clovis, Fresno police conducting this investigation. Detectives say the incident happened 2 weeks ago and is being classified as a misdemeanor battery. No arrests have been made. Our legal analyst Charles McGill says the only difference between sexual battery and battery is the location of where the person was touched.
Harmful or offensive touching could be anywhere on your body area. An area that we would consider a sexual area. If that harmful, offensive touching occurs in the sexual area, that becomes a sexual battery. That's all it takes, is it's actually where the touching occurs.
District officials at Clovis Unified say that if the allegations are found to be true, the consequences would be expulsion under the district's zero tolerance policy. Another hit-and-run death in Fresno County sparking renewed interest into Gavin's Law that fell short in getting to the governor's desk. Now, Gavin's Law, named after Clovis Unified educator Gavin Gladding, who was killed in by State Assemblyman Jim Patterson. Proposed by State Assemblyman Jim Patterson. This legislation is designed to increase the penalty for leaving the scene of a deadly hit-and-run crash. The arrest and the hit-and-run death of Juliana Ramos this week has designated calls at Gavin's Law a reality.
Now the Ramos family is feeling the same kind of pain and hurt that the Gavin Gladding family has felt.
The bill in the state Senate. Patterson hopes to bring it back in January of 2023. A $10,000 reward being offered tonight for information leading to the arrest and prosecution of 2 men accused of shooting and killing a store clerk at a Goshen gas station on September 19th. And the sheriff's office says 50-year-old Richard Harris was at work when 2 men armed with guns came into the store and demanded money. Harris complied with the robbers as they stole all of the money out of the register, but deputies say they shot and killed him anyway. These are pictures of the suspects. They were released by the Tulare County Sheriff's Office. If you have any information, you're asked to contact them. And this man, 25-year-old Victor Corella, was arrested after he was found with thousands of fentanyl pills during a traffic stop in Coalinga. And now, according to the Fresno County Sheriff's Office, a canine alerted deputies to something in the vehicle. Oxycodone pills containing a high concentration of fentanyl. Almost a week since the COVID-19 vaccine mandate went into effect in California, local healthcare systems say the vast majority of their staff are now vaccinated. Health system, which includes CRMC and Clovis Community, 99% of employees are compliant with the vaccine mandate and or have an exemption or are in the process of finalizing their vaccine. Other healthcare providers we checked with are showing similar high percentages of staff vaccinated against COVID-19. LA City Council voting to approve a vaccine mandate for many indoor spaces. Anyone wanting to get into LA's restaurants, gyms, shopping centers will now need to show proof of vaccination. Beginning November 1st 4th, people who are exempt for medical or religious reasons would need to provide proof of a negative COVID test. Still to come here at 11, new state bills designed to make college more affordable.
We have the plan, and this year we have the money to get big things done.
Why Governor Newsom says today's actions will be envied by Texas and Florida. And more on the ongoing oil spill in Southern California, the investigation into what caused it.
Your weather headlines for tonight. Air quality continues to improve in the valley. And Thursday, a partly cloudy day. Light showers still on tap for Friday, followed by a sunny weekend. And your 4-day allergy forecast brought to you by Boz Allergy. Medium or low. Low on Friday because of the showers, and then it recovers after that. Elm and juniper, the predominant pollens. And I'll have your complete forecast as KSEE 24 News continues.
I'm waking up my day. So let's get it started. Turn it up.
For those ready to answer adventure's highest calling, we've built our most capable Subaru yet. With sure-footed symmetrical all-wheel drive, 9.5 inches of ground clearance, and turbocharged climbing power. Discover Adventure Elevated, the all-new 2022 Subaru Outback Wilderness.
Get to Subaru of Fresno, where every new Subaru comes with complimentary maintenance included.
Hey everyone, tonight we have an all-new show. Anthony Anderson will be here. The cast of Squid Game will be on the show. And we got music from Charlie XCX tonight.
New Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon tonight.
That was food stamps. Statewide food program. Fresh. The modern statewide food program that helps when money's tight.
Wait, we could use CalFresh here?
Here, online, and in stores. Plus, dollars double at most farmers markets.
We probably don't qualify.
You can get help, even if you're out of work short-term or own a car or home. Plus, it works just like any other card. Apply in 10 minutes at calfreshfood.org.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you by the Fresno County Superintendent of Schools.
Now, AM AJ Fox with your local weather authority forecast.
Not enough sunshine today to allow our temperatures to be a little bit above normal, and I thought we might see a little more cloudiness. From Fresno southward, we saw enough sunshine to allow us to get warmer than average. 85 above normal. I mean, really, is that far above average? Well, one of the big things that's been changing just for today and yesterday, I know, smaller measure. Take a look at this as our time-lapse photography from Meadow Lakes, and notice that you can't see the foothill areas because of all the smoke, at least until the end of the day when the air is starting to clear away. Now we can see a little bit once again. So the area is improving across most of the valley. We're at 68 now in Fresno, 66 in Visalia, Madera 65, 68 also in Hanford. Our air quality is starting to get a lot of good areas and otherwise moderate. We still got one little spot around Madera that's unhealthy for everyone, but our skies throughout the day today, we had all the cloudiness in the northern part of the valley, not so much in the south. Futurecast smoke is showing that a lot of that smoke is going to be restricted to the mountain areas and blown off to the east. The direction of the wind has everything to do with that, and a new front coming in is going to help us out. So we'll have some broken clouds for tomorrow, but then the next system is coming in beyond that. That's what we're going to be seeing in the next 36 hours. Take a look at this. So some tomorrow, Friday, Friday morning, there's that line of showers that's going to move through. Light showers, yes, but every little bit of rain has the ability to clean the air at least a little bit. These numbers are going to be on the disappointing side. 0.04 of an inch of rain in Fresno, 0.17 in Aubrey, 1/10 in Visalia, almost 1/10 in Three Rivers. So if we can get this intensify a little bit and give us a little more rain and help put out the fires. As far as snow, don't expect much out of that. There will be some high elevation snow, but I think that snow elevation will be about 9,000 feet, so none of these stations are going to register any snow. It's just too low in the atmosphere for that kind of stuff. Air quality will be good to moderate on the valley floor. Unhealthy for sensitive groups in Sequoia National Park. All of those are improving our air quality across the valley. Tonight, a 52 in Delano, 53 in Tulare, Hanford 54, the overnight low 58 in Coalinga. In Madera and Firebaugh, Chowchilla and Dos Palos 54, Los Banos 55, Merced 56 with a high tomorrow of 79, 73 in Mariposa and Oakhurst, to 79 in Madera, 80 in San Joaquin, same for Hanford, Lemoore 81, 79 in Visalia and Toledo, expected in Delano. And your renewable solar forecast. Friday will be the day that your solar panels actually get washed by Mother Nature. A little bit of showers will take that layer of dust that's on your solar panels, and then we got clearing skies for the weekend, and those numbers come back. Tonight, you can expect a little less smoke and a few clouds. 59 will be the overnight low, and then tomorrow, a partly cloudy day, a cooler day, 79, and still a little bit better on air quality, a little more consistently on light. My favorite day for showers, light showers, the first time we've had them this season, in fact. Not a lot, but enough to clean the air at least some. So clearing skies then for the weekend, getting warmer again, and then the stronger winds come in. That's also good news for air quality. It takes the smoke and moves it out. So 20, 25 mile per hour winds are not going to be out of the question on Monday. We're going to get cooler again because of the wind. On Monday, that means Tuesday will be cooler, and then when the wind goes away, we get warmer again midweek. Your regional forecasts are available on our website at yourcentralvalley.com, so please go check them out there. So far, so good for the Big Fresno Fair. It looks like things are going to be fantastic, and just some morning light. Any plans that they might have outside. In fact, if you plan to breathe, this is going to be a good day for you.
And you may actually have to take a sweater if you go at night.
Right. Kind of chilly, especially in the next week. Morning lows will be in the...
AJ, thank you. Coming up next in sports, all right, who's ready for it? Giants, Dodgers. I know Andrew is. He joins us now. Hey, Andrew.
Yeah, the Yankee fan over here is ready for that. Get ready for that in the National League Division Series after the Dodgers beat the Cardinals tonight, and they did so on a walk-off. We have to show them.
Celebrate Hispanic heritage. Local stories focused on art, culture, and community service. October 14th on KSEE 24 in Spanish. Sponsored by Fiesta Auto Insurance and Central California Legal Services.
COVID is an everyday concern, and testing remains critical. If you're traveling, have been exposed, or are having symptoms, Premium Urgent Care offers online appointment setting at convenient Valley locations and same-day test results. Get quality medical care at Premium Urgent Care today.
Attention, this message is for the survivors of abuse by the Catholic Church. Colorado, California, and Illinois have extended the window to file a claim for victims of childhood sexual abuse. It doesn't matter how long ago it happened.
If you or someone you love were a victim of sexual abuse by a priest, any employee, or other Catholic Church official, now is the time to hold these abusers accountable. We are here to help. Confidential consultation regarding your case.
800-926-3043.
You could be eligible for financial compensation after years of suffering in silence. Remember, you are not alone. More survivors are stepping forward every day to help stop the abuse.
If you or a family member were a victim of abuse by an authority figure in the Catholic Church, stand up for your justice and make the confidential free call to Right to Fight now.
800-926-3043.
The time to file in your state may be limited due to strict deadlines. Your claim may not be accepted if you wait.
If you don't have a primary care doctor for your family, Premium Urgent Care provides all general health services at multiple Valley locations. Set your appointment online and Premium Urgent Care will serve you quickly for the health of those you love. Get quality care at Premium Urgent Care today.
KSEE 24 News is brought to you in part by the Big Fresno Fair. Now, Sports Central, presented by Toyota.
National League wildcard game, Dodgers hosting the Cardinals, top of the first. A wild pitch by Max Scherzer brings home the game's first run. Scherzer only went 4 1/3 innings, He threw 94 pitches. Bottom first, Adam Wainwright, the great reflexes. That was Justin Turner at the plate. In the fourth, Turner at the plate. And this one is not hit back at Adam Wainwright. It's hit out of the park. A solo home run ties the game at 1. The Dodgers playoff games. In the 9th, they get another. With a man on, Chris Taylor ends the game. Dodgers beat the Cardinals 3-1. They're on to the NLDS, where they'll face the Giants beginning Friday.
Yeah. These are the type of moments that you be able to look back on this for the rest of my life, and I'm just fortunate that I was able to come through in that spot.
Again, Dodgers-Giants in the NLDS, Game 1 Friday in San Francisco. The Las Vegas Raiders are no longer undefeated. The Chargers beat them on Monday night. And Joey Bosa said something about Derek Carr that got under Carr's skin. He admitted as much on Wednesday. Bosa's comments came after the game when he was asked about putting pressure on Carr. The Chargers hit Derek Carr 7 times and sacked him 4 times. Bosa said that after he gets hit a few times, Carr, quote, really gets shook. And he added that Derek Carr, quote, kind of shuts down. Here's Carr's reply.
I just thought it was unfortunate that he'd even think to say it. Maybe he's just trying to get under my skin, which he did piss me off. So good job for that. But that's not a bad thing either. But we'll see them again. And he's entitled to say that. He's a great player, great dude. I just don't think he watched the game in the same.
Until January 9th, though. But Buchanan against Central is Thursday, a matchup of the top 2 teams in the section, according to CalPreps. The Grizzlies are 5-0, the Bears 5-1. They do not like each other.
From the players, from the community, from that side of town, definitely. I mean, it is what it is, man. We want to beat them, they want to beat us. It's just 2 good football teams going head-to-head. You know, home field advantage and playing at home, being the 1 seed, that's what's up for stake. I mean, but it's going to come down to more than this one game, but that in the bigger picture, that's what it is.
One more football note, Fresno State quarterback Jake Haener added to the watch list for the Maxwell Award that's given annually to the most outstanding player in college football. And that's your look at sports.
It's time to start living.
That I found Innovative Medical Center. They have completely changed my life.
Everyone benefits from chiropractic. This can change your life.
Get your body moving the way it was meant to.
Get back your range of motion. Get back to feeling good at Innovative Medical Center.
Now you can find pain relief without the use of drugs or surgery.
Innovative Medical Center is here for you. Call today to make your appointment.
Don't wait. Call right now.
If you're a business owner looking for customer service support, several public and private organizations have contracted with Valley Center for the Blind for many of their customer service needs. We provide all the accessibility necessary and handle the HR, while you get virtual, stable support for your business. If you're interested in learning more about how our employees can help you, please visit Valley Center for the Blind at myvcb.org.
When we transferred to Personal Express Insurance, we actually saved over $400 and for better coverage. I would have been happy just breaking out even because of the personal and the local advantage. But when we saved money, that was impressive. We like that.
Would we recommend Personal Express Insurance? Absolutely.
Personal Express Insurance, with offices in Fresno, Clovis, and Visalia.
Time. But those changes don't have to determine the quality of your future. At Cahuilla Health, we care for you at every stage of life, developing relationships and getting to know your specific health needs. Because living every moment to the fullest means nothing, not even your health, is holding you back. Cahuilla Health Clinics, more than medicine, life.
This is KSEE 24 News at 11.
Well, today, Governor Newsom signing higher education system. It expands financial aid for college students and will provide a boost to affordable housing.
We had an historic budget surplus this year. Testament to your hard work, $80 billion. Eat your heart out, Texas. Eat your heart out, Florida. Eat your heart.
The 7 bills signed today are just a fraction of the more than 40 higher education proposals Governor Newsom plans to approve. Well, crews in Orange County are working hard to contain a massive oil spill, but investigations are still underway to determine what really caused the pipe to get split. Officials learning yesterday that a 13-inch tear in a pipeline was the likely source of the found that about a section of the pipe had been pulled over 100 feet. The oil spill dumped at least 126,000 gallons of crude oil into the ocean. It is considered to be one of the largest oil spills ever seen in the area. Well, still to come here at 11, a music for giraffes. Why a new partnership is bringing string instruments to the zoo.
Summer heat has arrived. Due to poor air quality and smoke, there's an increased risk for respiratory conditions. Our safe, clean offices are located throughout the valley. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and make sure to get proper treatment at Boz Allergy today.
All across this country, a nation of doers, fighters, and dreamers are beginning a new day with hope for tomorrow. Because our future doesn't belong to the lighthearted. It belongs to the brave. There's a new morning program. This is news for in America.
This things that work for you.
Our fall styles have arrived, and you can choose 72 months interest-free financing.
Or an additional 21% off our already low prices.
The style and selection you love at More Furniture is even better when you can choose how you want to save.
And with 72 months to pay or an additional 21% off, you are sure to find the fall looks you love at an exceptional value.
Free shop all our fall arrivals at morefurniture.com.
We've been doing this a long time. We've seen thousands of auto accident cases. Between the freeways and rush hour traffic, California's roads can be a dangerous place to drive. People get injured every day. In cases of serious injury, remember, your lawyer matters. Your lawyer matters to the insurance company. Your lawyer matters to the jury. And let's face it, your lawyer matters to the result. Choose the law firm with the reputation and experience to win your case. Choose Jacoby & Myers.
Live free. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris, your local veteran-owned solar and battery storage contractor. Here's veteran founder and owner.
When you give your word, it just is your word. Work hard and keep your word, and that's what we do every single day.
I've heard about Semper Solaris and found out that they were veterans. I knew they were going to do the job right.
Add Tesla Powerwall and be ready for blackouts. We get the job done with a spree. Semper Solaris offers new AC systems with a lifetime warranty and new roofs with a 50-year warranty. We hire vets and give back to the community with our Semper Cares initiative. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris. 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Get the federal 26% solar and battery tax credit. $500 downloadable coupon. $500 off for military, first responders, and healthcare workers. Call now or visit SemperSolaris.com.
Summer heat has arrived. Due to poor air quality and smoke, there's an increased risk for respiratory conditions. Our safe, clean offices are located throughout the valley. Stay cool, stay hydrated, and make sure to get proper treatment at Boz Allergy today.
Showing you more of the crazy attractions at this year's Big Fresno Fair. You won't want to miss it. See you tomorrow right here on KSEE 24 Sunrise starting at 5.
A new partnership in Canada hopes to bring nature and the arts together. Members of the ahead of them being filmed for a Finished product will then be sent to schools late next month. Too bad the giraffes couldn't actually play the music themselves.
Oh, I was going to say, or applaud, right? Difficult for them to do.
Be kind of tough.
Right.
Right.
Well, we're looking forward to our showers, right?
Two very bad
I know,
jokes
really bad
right
jokes.
there.
We can't
Real
get
bad.
our way out of it. Light showers for Friday, and I'm really looking forward to that because it will clean the air quite a bit, so a real nice weekend ahead of us is going to be back into the mid-70s.
We'll be here all week. We'll see you tonight.
Real-time views where you live. The Valley Cam Network gives you the latest conditions live. See them on KSEE 24 News or online at yourcentralvalley.com.
Lithia puts the car in careers. Multiple opportunities. Search for your